some technical issues, so Manfred will update us on his work in the next lightning talk. An applause, please.
Well, let's say I would like to show you today not what I would show yesterday, because yesterday we had in mind to talk 20 minutes. It's only 5 minutes, and now the idea is to show you our tool which we need. For example, we produce our weekly OSM every week in 6 languages at the moment. In the time when Mark Gehling, who is sitting there on the steps, founded the German Wochennotiz, it was very easy to do that. We collected the news. We collected the news in first in Google Wave, then in Rhizoma, and then we wrote our markdown, and it was easy to produce HTML and publish it on a WordPress site. So it was no problem at all. But in 2014, we started this translations to other languages. Today we produce the weekly OSM every week, 52 weeks a year in English, German, Spanish, Czech, Russian, and Japanese. So it was not feasible to do that as we did it before. So the idea was that we really need a tool who give us support to do that. And this is the tool which one of our guys from the German community, his name is The Five, created for us. The problem was, before we had to translate from German to English, and then we had the possibility to translate it from English to the other languages, because it's not, you cannot find people in Japan who speak German and can translate and so on and so on. So the common language would be English. And now this tool that we have is give us this possibility that we are collecting. You see that on the top. We are collecting I said it yesterday, in 35 mailing lists. We are scanning the mailing lists and the forums. And so we collect the news in this tool. And then you can see we write or in German, or in English, or in any other language. And so the languages are absolutely equal. There is no leading language anymore. So, the review process is the same. And you can translate from any language to the other. So it's no problem at all that, for example, the Spanish version appears as it happened 2 weeks ago before the German version was ready. So it all depends from the teams. How are they working, how quick they are doing the review, and so on. So the tool is called OSMBC, BC for block collector, and it is, I say it is a content management system. The content management system was built exactly for our needs. We told The Five what we need, how to do it, and he wrote it for us. And it is an editorial tool. It allows us to collect internet references. As I said, we collect in mailing lists, Twitter, and so on. We are editing them in multiple languages. We write in Markdown, and the Markdown is converted from the system to HTML so that it can be exported directly to our WordPress. We have the possibility to discuss about certain articles we are writing. Do you think it's relevant or not? Do you think, as I wrote it, it's correct or not? Do you think it is political correct or not? So these are the discussions we have in the team. And this happens in this OSM block collector. And we are, so collecting topics. It supports duplicate research. If you collect a URL and another guy had collected it before, so the system recognized it and said, be careful, there's a duplicate. It expands Twitter URL and so on and so on. What's my time? 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. Here you can see more or less how it looks like. On the top, you have the collect button. You collect. You put in the URL. It says you. It gives you just. Thank you. It gives you. It gives you just. It takes the title from the URL from the mailing list. It puts directly the title into our system, and you say it's okay, and you can see on top you can edit in several languages. You can choose the language. You can switch the languages. It's no problem at all in all these 6 until, well, at the moment 10 languages we can switch whenever you want. Here you have where is WeeklyOSM currently produced. The yellow ones is the Spanish team, the English team are the red buttons, and well, the time is nearly over. Where we are going with WeeklyOSM, as I said yesterday, we are really have in mind to produce more in local languages. I think it's important. Even when I wrote the English, some articles in English, and we have a native speaker in English who are correcting it. Even I read the whole blog in German. So I think we have. This is absolutely a very nice tool to spread these articles, to spread. And I had a talk with a guy from HOT in the morning. He said maybe they can use it as well for their needs. Yesterday I said where we are going. Here we are. Laura from Cuba developed a WeeklyOSM mobile app. She told yesterday why we developed it. Here is the URL, and until now it's not only a WeeklyOSM mobile app. Laura has integrated as well the blog, the official blog from OpenStreetMap, and another blog, 2 other blogs as well, Laura, which they are. And we can integrate more blogs if interested. And you send a mail to Laura. That's it. That are the features, other blogs, open cage data blog, and so on. And if you're interested to see how the block collector really works and live, how it works live, we can see us on Sunday. And please send me an email so that I can integrate you in the system before we start the session.
Okay, thank you. Unfortunately, we're running out of